Hey guys, this is Maya from Trade Labs, and today we're gonna have a talk about price action trading patterns and how you can profit the most based on your own knowledge and your own skills in the trading market without any kind of help from a indicator or a tool, anything like that. You just use your own knowledge and your own skills in order to trade, and you can do that really easy. So let me show you. Welcome back guys, this is Maya from Trade Labs, and like I mentioned in the intro, today we're going to have a short discussion about price action trading patterns that you can try to do on yourself and practice it at home before you actually make any trades. Big flag there. But this strategy will make sure that you can take any kind of trades and decisions in the trade market without any kind of indicator or tool to help you do so. Everything would be based on your own knowledge, and you can do this so easily you wouldn't believe it. So without further ado, and if you're interested about this topic, then stick around and let's jump right into the video. Okay guys, so what you're seeing on the screen is just our base market for today's, let's say, discussion. We are looking at a snapshot of the gold Forex trading market itself, where we are going to discuss today about price action trading patterns. Now, price action trading patterns is not something really complicated to understand, that you can and anyone can understand and do in a matter of a few minutes of explanation and a few hours of testing it out on your sim trading accounts. And I mean this with the utmost seriousness. If you do or test any kind of strategy in your trading market itself or your trading life in general, you need to test your new strategy, new implemented strategy, deploy it first on a sim account, a simulator account, before you actually put it into live. And when you do put it into live, start with small lots for trading, because this is going to be a night and day difference in terms of what actually is going to be the success rate on your trading strategy itself. This is really important, and I suggest all of you guys do this exact thing. Test your theories before putting them into practice, especially if you're dealing with a tricky market like the XAUUSD trading strategies, because this can go from really good to really bad in a matter of a few seconds if you don't know what you're doing and if you're not using the right tools. However, today we are talking about price action trading patterns, and this is something, like I mentioned, that anyone at any point in the trading life should know, especially if they are really serious about their trading skills. Now, you can call price action trading whenever you are looking at the market itself and you can see some signs or some patterns in the market itself that can tell you, or you can use in order to take decisions further on your trading, on your future tradings. So for example, you are looking at the market itself like we are looking at now, and you can spot some signs in there that will pretty much form in your mind your next move in the future in terms of trades that you're gonna place. I would say in order to trade price action on your own with your own knowledge, there are a few steps that you need to take into consideration whenever you are deciding to do price action trading strategies and the patterns themselves. The first step of this routine is always related to the structure of the market itself and making sure that you are looking at a really clear market, a really clear chart that could help you see those patterns easily. Now, what you're seeing on the screen right now is just a sample of the momentum trading indicator. If you've been watching my videos here on the Trade Labs channel, you already know what this incredible tool is capable of. However, for this purpose, I'm going to take it off. Just like that, we have a clear chart that obviously it's really good to see in order to take decisions in the market itself. So back to the first step, you need a clear market to play around with, a clear structural market that could tell you the biggest trends that you are facing with right now, so you can take decisions based on those. A really clear market you need to have. Based on that, we can always use the BrickBar chart that is created by us here at Trade Labs specifically, so you can have this kind of information, this clear, really powerful trends and some powerful moves that the market is showing you in a visible, clear way, where you don't have to second guess yourself or the market itself or the chart. It's there for you to take the decision already from the bat. Now, coming back to the market itself, you need to understand where the market is going on a downward trend and where the market is coming into an upward trend to understand what would, and then based on the moves between these two trends, you can try to predict what the market will do in the future. And based on that, you take your trading decision. Make sense? Now, the second step would be to pretty much find and place your setups. You need to find them and put them on your chart, your setups. You need to find them. In order to do that, you need to investigate and find your most important pivot points in your chart that you are looking at. Like today, we are looking at the XAUUSD market, so the most important pivotal points in the XAUUSD market would be right here in this, between these two trends. So we are looking at the downward trend, which starts to meet with an upward trend. How can you tell from the downward trend that the market is going to go up? Well, if you are looking at the downward trend, in order for you to understand if the market is going to go up, you are looking to find consecutive falling top dots. This is how we call it here. And by that I mean these green reversal bars that come between these red price bars. So the red price bars, continuous ones, represent your downward trend, your bearish trend. And these reversal bars are the market trying to pull up again, but it can't because it's just being pushed down. However, in order to try to understand where the market itself is going to go up, you can use these green reversal bars as a starting point in order to stabilize your trends. You can take these green reversal bars, note them down just so, and these will be very useful in the future for you. So again, consecutive falling top dots is the most easy way of telling if your market is starting to go down. Now, once you have these very important pivotal points, these consecutive falling top dots, you would be looking at unifying by drawing a line between the first reversal bar and the second reversal bar, drawing a line between them and continues this trend up to the point where you have already overpassed your current trend. So something like this. The next would be another line between the second pivotal point and the third pivotal point, just around here, and you continue that just after the trend itself. And then the very last one and the most important would be between the last two pivot points here, and these together you would see that they almost match to a perfection. Now I'm going to take these two previous trends out just for the sake of clarity of this trend here, but basically this line that we have just traced on your chart, these represent the trend line that you've been looking for. So this is how the market is currently going, especially if you take into consideration all the pivotal points and how the market itself, how the trends are looking like, what the direction of the trend is, you'd see that it is a continuous trend, as you can see. Now, once you have this information, there is no surprise that next to your trend line, you have a starting point of a trend change just next to it. So as long as the market itself starts to overpass the trend line that you just found, that is the starting point of a trend change. And this right there, people, it's your setup that you need to take into consideration. Now, the third and very last step is for you to consider what would be your risk in this setup. You need to investigate, consider, and manage the risk of your trade. And by doing that, you need to place basically your stop loss or your swing low. If you trace back from the starting point of your trend chain just before the actual trend line that you have already found, lower down a few ticks, you'd find your starting point of a trend change. You can see this conglomeration right here of ticks that are starting to kind of, this is the support line where everything is trying to approach, and you would always place your stop loss lower, a few ticks lower than your actual lowest price bar, just to give you a little wiggle room. This would be the point where, in case your trend doesn't go through and doesn't respect the trend line that you just found, this would be your savior in terms of taking you out of that trade as fast as possible so you don't lose anything. Okay guys, so that was it for today's video. I hope you found it useful and informative and really clear in terms of what the process of price action trading patterns is, how you can activate it, how you can do it yourself, and apply it to your trading skills and your trading habits, let's say, and try to become part of those 5% traders that actually know what they're doing, and they don't just use some strategies that they found on a forum on the internet that they know nothing about and they don't know how they're working. However, they are trying to apply it on a market, on a live market, more than that, and expecting it to work. This way you make sure that you understand what is going on behind that chart that you're looking at in order to, let's say, double check your work to be sure what you're betting against or for in the trading market itself. So, price action trading patterns. That's it. Now, if you are looking indeed to just understand how to think about price action trading patterns and for your knowledge itself, however, you're still looking for something more automated in terms of helping you take your trends, then I would suggest to have a look at the momentum trading indicator, which is really good at doing exactly that. Speaking of which, if you'd like to try our new trend trading indicator, then click the link below and sign up for a free trial. That being said, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, you guys, and found it informative and really good for you and your trading skills. If you did, then don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and if you're not already, please consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button down below. That's it from me today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.